Hello, bonjour, and welcome to another edition of JSL TV. I am your host. My name is Joel. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the list of players that Didier Deschamps has recently selected for their upcoming World Cup qualifiers. Now, basically, let's take a look from position to position, starting with the goalkeepers. Really no surprise here. Most of these were kind of a no-brainer. Hugo Lloris probably going to get the start in both of these games, at least the first one for sure, I think, against Kazakhstan. Lloris closing in, of course, on the all-time caps record set by Lilian Thuram. The other two goalkeepers, well, the one maybe of note would be Alphonse Areola, making his way back into the French team. He was not a part of the team that was at the Euro last summer. He was a member of the team that won the World Cup in 2018. The West Ham United keeper who had a splendid Premier League season, perhaps one of the lone bright spots for Fulham on their route to relegation in 2020-2021. Goalkeeper number 3, Benoît Costil from Girondins de Bordeaux. Taking a look at the defense now, we've got a relatively youthful backline for the most part. Not a heck of a lot of experience over there. Of course, we do have some of the guys who were a member of the Euro squad, in addition to some members of the team who were part of the team that won the World Cup. Je crois pas que vous connaissez Benjamin Pavard, il sort de nulle part. Benjamin Pavard, of course, is going to be a member of that team. Luca Digne making his way back. Of course, he missed some critical encounters at the Euro due to an injury. Really kind of hampered their back line, put Deschamps in quite the bind. And, of course, Deschamps made some, in my opinion, ridiculous kind of formation moves when they played the Swiss. But he was kind of buggered a little bit, as the English would say, because of Luca Digne's injury against the Hungarians. Lucas Hernandez, despite some of his off-field troubles, he is on the team. Presnel Kimpembe, Maestro Kimpembe. Expect to see him start in central defense, the veteran PSG man. Leo Dubois, one of the most experienced in terms of age. He is the oldest one at only age 27. Kurt Zuma is there. Jules Koundé looking for a little bit of redemption. He was kind of all over the place at the Euro for Les Bleus. Of course, there's Deyat Upamecano, who was able to help France kind of off and on, a little spotty at times, but still a raw talent trying to make his mark with Les Bleus. And Theo Hernandez, no surprise there. The AC Milan player has been splendid. Of course, his goal helped France come back to beat Belgium in the UEFA Nations League. He was a big part of their triumph over there. Taking a look at the midfield now, Paul Pogba, of course, he's going to be the mainstay. Things are going to filter through him. But some of the other players who are going to be either making their way back or some brand new faces that you might be seeing as well. Number 1 is il est petit, il est gentil, il a stoppé Léo Messi, mais on sait tous c'est un tricheur. I'm talking about N'Golo Kanté, one of the best defensive midfielders right now. He was missing from the French team at the UEFA Nations League. He'll be back. Of course, he was instrumental in helping Les Bleus to the World Cup triumph in 2018. The new face that we may or may not see, of course, he was on the bench when they won the UEFA Nations League. I'm talking about former Arsenal midfielder, current member of Marseille, Matteo Guendouzi. Guendouzi, of course, he will mesmerize you with your hair, but he has got some mesmerizing skills as well. He has yet to earn a cap for Les Bleus. We'll see if he can earn one during this qualifying phase. Up front, Antoine Griezmann, he is chasing Michel Platini's record of goals. He is tied with Platini for third in terms of goals with 41. He just earned his 100th cap for Les Bleus recently. He's looking to get back and scoring, as he has had a tough time in his return to Atletico Madrid. Karim the Dream, no surprise there as usual. He has been spectacular since rejoining Les Bleus at the Euro in 2021, and he's having another splendid season, really doing it all for Real Madrid at this point. Look for him to start up front with perhaps someone who could be his new teammate at Real Madrid at the Bernabeu coming up very soon. That is Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe back in the team. No surprise there. He's already earned 51 caps at the very young age that he is at. Kingsley Coman is there. Wissam Ben Yedder, he's been a mainstay, mostly a bench warmer for the most part, the Monaco striker, but he's usually in the team. Moussa Diaby of Bayer Leverkusen, the newcomer, so to speak, he's only earned 2 caps for Les Bleus. So those are some of the players who are going to be representing France at the upcoming qualifiers starting on Saturday when they face Kazakhstan. Now, here are some of the notable omissions from the team. The big one, when you look at that list, who is not on the team, who has been a mainstay, who has been one of the favorites of Didier Deschamps, not so much anymore. That is Olivier Giroud. Na, 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 na. Giroud not going to be with Les Bleus for these upcoming World Cup qualifiers. That means he is not going to have a chance to participate and potentially move closer to the all-time goals record set by Thierry Henry. Olivier Giroud, second on that list with 46 strikes. No chance of catching Thierry Henry, not yet anyways, as the AC Milan striker is only 5 goals away from catching and equaling Thierry Henry's mark. Some of the other notable omissions, we've got Corentin Tolisso from Bayern Munich not on the list. He was a big part of their team who went on to win the World Cup in 2018. Moussa Sissoko, who had a big game, probably the best player for Les Bleus in the 2016 final when they lost to Portugal at the Euros. He's not on the team. Thomas Lemar as well. Not really a big surprise to me here. Sometimes Deschamps likes to go with players who are playing well with Les Bleus and doesn't really care so much all the time about how they are doing at club level. Just look at André-Pierre Gignac, who was in the team in the 2006 Euros. So those are some of the notable omissions. Here are some of the things that I am wondering heading into the qualifying stage. The biggest thing that I'm wondering is, number one, France, if they can win a game against Kazakhstan on Saturday, they will assure their place at the World Cup in 2022. So what's that going to mean for Deschamps and his lineup? Is he going to be able to experiment with some stuff? Is he going to try that? Or is he going to go with the usual suspects who have taken him this far and who have a lot of experience with the French team? Of course, if you look at the French team in general and some of their past history, when they have their passage assured into the next round, whether it's the next round of qualifying, whether it's the next phase of a big competition such as the World Cup or the Euro, in general, and Deschamps is included in this in addition to other French managers, usually they go with some wholesale changes. That could be good news for some of the newcomers on the team. Maybe we get Alphonse Areola getting a shot. He has had very limited starts for Les Bleus for the senior side. Of course, he helped Les Bleus win the youth championship years ago. Costi, maybe he could get into the action. We will see how that goes. Ben Yedder, Matteo Guendouzi, maybe he earns his first cap finally. Interesting to see what goes on, but mark it down on your calendar. Saturday, Les Bleus with a chance to assure their place into World Cup 2022. Allez Les Bleus. As always, thank you very much for watching, folks. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and check out more French content in the future.